Hi everyone, my name is Paul. I'm a business English coach. I help motivated business professionals like you to enhance your career opportunities through providing coaching on English language based communication and presentation skills. Today we are going to take a look at a method that will allow you to answer questions and provide information in a structured way that also seems spontaneous and is also easy for you guys to remember and use. We're going to look at the PREP method. So what is PREP? PREP is an acronym, P-R-E-P, and it comes from a book called Speaking Up, Surviving Executive Presentations, which I believe was written in around about 2013. The PREP method is very popular and very common in English speaking countries, and it stands for position, reason, evidence and position, P-R-E-P. Let's take a look at the first P, position. So position here is basically where we are stating our position. We are answering a question with what we believe. We are saying or stating our point or our position. So you might say, I believe or I think entering the Asian market is a great idea. Yeah? So you would use language like I think or I believe to introduce your idea or your point, or to allow you to express your position and relating to the subject under discussion. So that's P for position. R stands for reason, and obviously any idea that we have or any position that we have has to have a reason behind it. And we would start our phrase with the word because. So I think or I believe that we should enter the Asian market because it is a growing economy and there are lots of customers available for us to contact and do business with. Okay, so we have position, reason. Now let's take a look at E, which stands for evidence. Now evidence is critical and crucial in business situations. Nobody ever makes a business decision based on a good idea or just a hunch. There has to be evidence to back up your idea. Okay, so whenever you want to present an idea, make sure you have evidence, examples that you can give. So here, for example, we would use words and phrases like for example or for instance. So I believe that we should enter the Asian market because there are many new customers for us to contact and do business with. For example, our competitor XYZ company recently opened an office in Shanghai and they are doing really well with their business. They are making millions of dollars. Okay, and then let's go to the final P, which again stands for position. Here we are going to restate our original idea, our original point. So we are basically repeating ourselves. Yeah? The idea behind repeating yourself is to enhance the idea and to make sure that everyone is aware of what your position is. You would begin with a phrase such as, so, as I said. Let me give you an example. So, as I said, moving into the Asian market would be a great business opportunity for us. Okay, so that is PREP, the PREP method. And I highly recommend that you try and use the PREP method and practice the PREP method in business discussions. Could be with your customers, it could be with your suppliers, it could be with your colleagues. Okay, whenever you want to present some information, make sure that you have prepared or prepped your answer. Okay. Another way to help you understand what prep is about is state it, explain it, show it, conclude it. So prep can also be described with 4 other words: state, explain, show, conclude, which may be an easier, it's not an acronym, but it may be an easy way, or a slightly easy way for you to remember this method. Okay? Now, if you are more advanced and you would actually like to show that you have critical thinking abilities, this is not the prep method, but this is something that I would suggest, that as you become more and more advanced and more confident, okay, with stating your ideas and providing information, is to actually demonstrate critical thinking. Now, critical thinking is an ability to sort of take your idea, your own idea that you think is a great idea, but to actually discuss perhaps a negative relating to your good idea. Yeah, so you're able to criticize your own ideas and your own thinking, and I think it's a good, as you become more advanced, okay, to criticize or show critical thinking, okay, in your discussions. It shows that you are not just thinking about your own ideas, but you're also thinking about what may go wrong with your ideas. Yeah, it really shows advanced thinking. And I think when you are communicating with your colleagues and you're using English as your language of communication in business, this idea of critical thinking is really, really key and crucial. So, what is critical thinking, and how would I demonstrate critical thinking? If we go back to our idea, so if we go back to prep, position, reason, example, position, I will restate my position, and then I will add some critical thinking just to demonstrate. So I believe that we should move into the Asian market because there are many new customers for us to do business with. As an example, our supplier, the XYZ company, opened an office in Shanghai recently. They are doing really, really well. They are making millions of dollars of profit doing business in Asia. So, as I said, I think opening an office or starting to do business in the Asian market would be a great idea. As an alternative, though, we know our competitors are heavily involved in the Asian market, but actually they are not quite so heavily concentrated in the Middle East, and that is another potential area or market that we should consider. Okay, so did you see what I did there with my critical thinking at the end? I've stated a belief, an idea, I've provided reasons and evidence, and then restated the idea, but then I've also said, but there are other options for us to consider. We should not just focus purely on this, perhaps we should consider this as well, okay? And that shows critical thinking. Just because XYZ company has been really, really successful in Asia doesn't mean that we will be just as successful, and perhaps we should concentrate on the Middle East. Okay? Critical thinking. So, I hope you have enjoyed this little lesson on how to communicate using the prep method in English. You can use this in business meetings, business discussions. You can also use this method if you are giving a presentation and your idea in your presentation is to present, a position on something. Okay? So don't forget, use the prep method. Prep your answers.